This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a hot-pen clash. One team hoping to make a giant statement. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Restatement David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Running inside, it's Richard. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's shot. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The run inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeps it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up, you got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
On third down, here's Robinson. Here's a little room there. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On third down, here's Robinson. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Pulls it, fired complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Richard. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the...
There's a crease. Rams him with the stiff arm. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Through the air, it's Mateer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go, ready. Go!
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The give on the counter. Could be an alley. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, it's Robinson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Sategna. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. An 84-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Finds his man. It's Preston. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it. Going to take a shot. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready. Get.
Running inside. It's Robinson. He's there to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 22. 22. Hey, move. Square. Keep. Cross. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Man, don't punt this shit out on. Come on, run. 4th and 16. You ain't about to get this shit right now. Why don't you let me take a break?
And the Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all to the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls it in. It's shot.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Richard. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Becker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
This is a good boy with in his face.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's going for a big play downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down. Everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. We're just not on the same page with this target.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Hand off, Robinson running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To throw, it's Mateer. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hand off, Robinson running left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's taking the shot. Upstairs he's got it. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him this time. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
You can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big 1st down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Robinson. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Headed to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
You don't think this field goal?
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard.
Good drive, man. You need to smoke it.
And here comes the offense on second down. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, in the last two plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third-down situation.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third-down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Richard.
Trying to get to that outside. Whoa.
And it'll be no gain on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
If we're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Didn't just give him waste this, bro.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
Good play right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here's the return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The run inside. It's Martin. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
To the air, it's Hoover. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's make a tackle.
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, Dave, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Hands it off on the counter. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
That was close. Oh my gosh. That boy could got that down there for 1. Oh, it almost got somebody. Look at you. This is
Indiana
crazy.
sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Becker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the grab, it's Marsh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. They'll keep it on the ground. And
Bro, why he
makes
keep
the
this
stop
stuff
after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the punch.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Finding some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through.
Lets it fly. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Takes the easy completion. turning it on. Lowers those pads. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
No bad. No bad.